Hi, y'all. It is the Southern Belle from Hell here, and I have a base game build for you guys today. And it's a really big family home. It's got an above ground pool, um, just a really pretty, you know, average family home. I wanted to build something wholesome. Um, So what I decided to do is put this lot in New Crest, just because the surroundings are pretty, like, it gives you a lot of freedom. And I knew I wanted to have at least 4 bedrooms, but I ended up having 5. There's one guest bedroom downstairs, and I decided, because it's always nice to have a scenario in your head. I wanted to have a teenager's room, female, a child's room, boy, and a baby girl's room. Now, I didn't want to do like a baby, like an infant. I wanted to do a toddler just because they have more decor in the base game. I think infants comes with the parenthood pack. So yeah, the toddler stuff was just a little bit more objects and decorations and things like that. So I got this house, not really a plan, but it was just like a picture of the front from I think American Home Plans, but I could never actually find the plan. So this was just, I guess, its advertisement picture. I'm not sure, but I thought, like, wow, that would be a good base game picture to use, and I wanted to do a base game with an above ground pool, because I don't know, I just feel like that's what a typical family would have, just a fun little above ground pool next to the grill where they can all hang out at. It's been a long time since I've built something with just base game, and I wanted to do something that was big, not like freakishly big, but enough to where whoever downloads this, you can have as much fun with as many family members as you want. I decided to make a little closet. There are no closets in base game, but I did decide to put closets in almost every bedroom. I think the only bedroom that I don't put a closet in is the toddler's room. I had a reason for that. I can't remember the reason. I love these little windows that I put up top. I think they're just, they add like a nice little decoration to the front and the back. I'm just making sure the walls and the floor of the pool is covered. Now I'm just trying to figure out, like, what trees do I want to put on this lot. Since it's a big house, I didn't want too much, so I just put 3. And I'm laying out the flowers that I'm going to use to landscape. I found these field flowers that I decided to put around all 3 of the trees at the bottom. And the picket fence from the debug item, I just thought was perfect. I do change up the fencing right here because I was thinking, like, it would make sense to have a privacy fence in the back with the pool. And I do away with the the little fence around the pool and just drag it out to the privacy fence. I'll do that in a second. So I wanted to have this, I don't want to say heavily landscaped, but it is. I'm thinking maybe the mom, she really loves her flowers, and I put a few little like flower pots for her. I'm not thinking of her as like a gardener, but like she loves to have her place really pretty and landscaped. And I thought these hedges with the white and cream color and yellow went really well with the outside um, exterior of the house. So I was like, what would be good with this? It would be like, the ferns and the shrubbery. And I love the little round shrubs. Like, to me, that says suburbia. Like, we're a suburban family. We have shrubs. So yeah, right here, I'm just doing away with like the back fence so that the pool goes like straight out to the privacy fence. And I didn't know what to do with this little part of the backyard. So I said, you know what, let's just fill it with flowers because there's really not room for much else. I mean, I guess I could have put another entrance to the pool, but then that would, kind of limit the space around the pool, for it to be accessible to everybody. So I just kind of fill this area with a bunch of flowers. I don't know. I love landscaping on The Sims. I think it is so much fun. And you don't actually have to take care of the flowers. So it's a win-win. But I just think that this turned out really pretty. I was on the fence about putting flower boxes under every window, but then I thought, maybe that would be too much floral action happening. But I just wanted to make something where, any Sims player can download it on the gallery. My ID is M Coleman 570442. I'm going to list it in the description as well. But yeah, I just said, I've been doing a lot of builds with a ton of packs, and, why don't I just build something with base game and anybody can, mess with it, download it, make it their own. So I decided to put white wood back here. It's just the concrete up front, but I thought the white wood looked better with the decor and the pool, and I felt like it made also the flowers surrounding it pop just a bit more. I didn't want to clutter this area up too much. I thought these outside lights went really well with, just the overall look of the house. I put some flowers on the little patio tables. So now I'm just trying to figure out, because there's so many bedrooms, I'm just trying to figure out like how to, space this area and put, doors wherever they need to be. So I had to just play around with it for a sec because, I never really know what to do at a stairs landing because it's just like, okay, more tables. It's like hallways, but it's pretty small. So I end up just putting like a little chess table up there, a little seating area with a small bookshelf. And now we're just focusing on the downstairs. I am coloring like all the rooms of the house, so I kind of know like who goes where and try to get the flow of, I guess the traffic of the family, where they go, where's their bathroom, like who's the first one to get to the stairs, all that great stuff. So the closet area, I end up putting the shelved clothes. In the parents' room, I put in the like suits and the fancy dresses, and in the kids' room, I just put up like casual wear. Again, the toddler's room doesn't have a closet. It does right now, but then I was like, no, this is a really tiny room, so I make it a little bit bigger. So yeah, here I am just putting in the closet stuff and taking out the closet that was in the toddler's room. For the lighting, I just like try to keep it simple, no chandeliers or anything. I'm just thinking about like your typical home, like what do they have when you come inside? Usually there's like nice chandelier, well, not chandelier, but you know, like a nicer hanging light above the eating area in the kitchen. So now I'm just cluttering up and decorating the foyer. I thought it'd be nice to have a little mirror above the entryway table, and you know, just little knickknacks. You know, the basket, a picture of a sports team. I'm thinking maybe the male child might be into sports. You know, he's starting out, and I love the art that's in the base game. I wish there were more color options with all different art pieces, because there's only like a few that you could really like change it up. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that, but there are some good art pieces in base game. So I decided to make my own entertainment center with the cabinets, and I don't know, I felt like it came out really well, and it looked more realistic than the console tables that are offered in base game. Like, to me, those console tables that are already in base game, like, they look like something a person that, you know, that's just starting out, like in their first apartment or whatever, has, but not like a family usually, or at least in my opinion. Like, I don't have kids or anything, but I have an entertainment center. You know, I have something kind of bulky that has pictures and, you know, old DVDs, because now we just watch streaming services, but I don't want to throw away my DVDs because I spent so much money on it. Now they've kind of become obsolete, but you know, I just felt like an entertainment center would make this living room like a living room. I'm just cluttering up the coffee table. I put a little remote out there, tissue box, pen, the cluttered mind, or is that what it's called? I think it is. Cluttered mind box. It sounds like such a bad thing. So I've said this before, I absolutely hate the curtain options, and the base game is no exception. There's only a few cute curtains, but they didn't fit in with, you know, the type of decor I'm trying to go with right now. So it's like, but I think this still matched. I'm just kind of going with like soft cream colors, browns and beige, you know, like nothing too loud. And right here at this section, I decided, because I wanted to put a bar, but then I was like, maybe that'd be too much going on in the dining room and the living room area. So I decided to put the bar in the kitchen. In here, just have like another little entry table and space where, you know, you can have a little fish bowl, and I put a lunch box up there, and you know, maybe you can put some pictures down, and you know, little books and knickknacks and just things like that. I like that little bit of sports clutter, because I feel like it shows that this area, like this is the area where the family all sits down, talks about their day. I found like a little deck of cards. I'm gonna put that down. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm having so much fun doing this with you guys. Please give me some suggestions on what you would like me to build, or even some gameplay ideas. I have 2 series going on right now that I'm enjoying, and I'm uploading every week. I upload 4 times a week, 2 builds, and then an episode per series. But yeah, just give me some ideas. I would love some feedback. So now we're in the kitchen, and since this is a big family, I'm thinking like, you know, 3 kids, 2 parents, and that guest bedroom could really just be anybody. Maybe there's another kid that's, you know, becoming a young adult, starting their life out in their living downstairs. it's a big family. So I wanted to have a big kitchen with enough space to cook. The little bar section, the island, and then I'm gonna put the bar in a sec. And just something really open. And I tried to like tap into my memory banks of how did basically like normal kitchens look. Because mine is kind of extravagant. I have a whole bunch of random decorations here and there. So I'm like, what's something like you typically see on Zillow, like an older family home, something from, the 90s, early 2000s. And so I'm like, this medium color wood with white. And yeah, I don't know. I felt like this came out like this could be a kitchen in anybody's home that was built in the 90s or early 2000s. So just adding some clutter pieces to give this area some personality. And again, I hated the curtains. But I think the kitchen and the bar area really came out well. So now we're starting on the hallway, and I just put a little table there. And we're gonna start working on the guest bedroom, or if you want, another like kid, young adult, or whatever in there, that's fine too. You can do whatever. But I thought, just in terms of a guest bedroom, keeping it simple, keeping it light, not a whole lot of clutter, just, an area for whoever wants to stay over, everything set up for you. Nothing too extravagant, and like, yes, it's pretty, it's sweet, but you can tell like no one actually is staying in there. I maybe should have not put the closet in there and just kept it in the toddler's room, but I felt like the toddler's room was too small with the closet, and they don't really need closets right now. I mean, in real life they do, but not in The Sims. So this is a little study I was thinking for, dad and mom. And I'm just filling the shelves up with, more books and, little office pieces that they may need. I'm kind of picturing them like in a field where maybe business or writing. Maybe mom is a freelance writer and dad is in the business field. I decided to bring up the little radio. I like the old-fashioned radio. I felt like it would go really cute in this office, and I just thought like it's got to be on the desk. I don't know why that item doesn't want to sit on most things, because it's tiny. I don't get that. So I'm just putting the downstairs bathroom in here, just like your typical bathroom for guests to come and use, and something more simple. We're gonna have 2 bathrooms upstairs that you can tell are the parents and the kids' main bathrooms, but this is the clean one where they're not dirty, but this is the one where the parents are like, yeah, go use our restroom right here. It doesn't have a whole lot of stuff going on in there. So this is the part upstairs where I just put like a little chess set, and I just put some paintings up. I decided to put a little mirror and painting out in the hallway. It's a small area, so it didn't really need a whole lot. So now we're doing the master bedroom, which is the parents' room. And I really liked the darker blue but not navy color scheme. I decided to put clocks in there. It was just kind of like last minute. Well, if they're working a lot, they're gonna want to keep checking the time. And my mom is a huge, like, we've got to have a clock. Even though she checks her phone, she has the time and everything, she loves her clocks, which I do too, but again, that's like another thing that's kind of obsolete. You always got your phone or some device on you. But yeah, like I thought their room was just really sweet and, you know, very adult, very calming. And so here is their bathroom. I thought the tub just fit in really well with the tiles and the paint above the tiles. Like, I don't know, this looks like, you know, this is mom and dad's bathroom. I put their little his and hers robes. I don't know why the base game comes with hampers, but you can't do laundry. So it's a little strange to me. I feel like the base game has so many things. Like, there's so many things that are in packs and in stuff packs that should have been in base game. It would have just made sense for it to be in base game. So now I'm moving on to the teenager's room. I'm kind of thinking of her as very happy, very girly, and into music. Maybe she's starting to learn how to play the guitar, and she just feels like a free spirit. That's the personality anyways that I'm picturing for her. I put her a little dresser in there, even though she's got a closet, because I wanted to, you know, put some perfume, put some nail polish, and I put up a few pictures, but not a whole lot in her room. I didn't want to go crazy with it and make her seem like, you know, extremely outgoing. I kind of leave that more so for the male child. So now next door we have the toddler's room, and again, like, I'm picturing a little girl, and I didn't want to do pink because I already did pink for the teenager's room. So I kind of just stick to yellow, little bit of pink. But when you use like yellow, at least in my opinion, you have so much more freedom to play with other colors. You can throw some pink in there. You can throw some green. And yeah, like, it's a color that kind of goes with everything. I never used this light that is the balloons. So I thought I've got to use that here. That would just give this room so much personality. I love the little toys and the little decorations. I wish I had that when I was little. My room was nothing but Barbie and Looney Tunes. Child of the 90s over here, so I had to have Looney Tunes. All right, so now we're doing the kids' bathrooms. So since it's being shared by 3 kids, I try to add in a mix of color. Like, maybe this bathroom was the little boy's bathroom at first, and now it's being shared by, you know, his 2 other siblings. So I have it blue, but I also add in elements of, you know, like this makeup for the teenager, and I add in the sponge for the toddler to take a bath, and I add in some stuff like for him too that shows, you know, that this was primarily his bathroom as a baby. Just try to show like some progression for the Sims in the house. I put the little potty training toilet in there, and yeah, the dinosaur rug. That's my little hint that this was his bathroom. So now, last but not least, is the child's room. His color scheme, I'm thinking green, because I usually just do blue, and I'm like, no, let's do green and add like some dinosaur stuff in there. And I don't know, I think this room came out pretty nicely. I put TVs in the teenager's room and little boy's room. And I don't know, I just think it came out really cute. I liked the little like robot toy. And I put more decor in his room, like posters to show like he's into sports, he might be into gaming. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this build. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.